how Adam the Woo saved my creativity. And I thought it would be fitting to pay respects to someone that I watched daily, like many people do with Adam the Woo. So I thought I would start this vlog at the Art Deco 7-Eleven, where he would sometimes drink his hot caffeinated beverage and address what he was going to do for the day. I don't want to come across a way of, like many people, trying to associate with Adam the Woo. And I think in some shape, form, or fashion, we all, if we watched him religiously, like every single day, you feel like you were a part of him. And how I found Adam the Woo was through my brother years ago. He sent this video. And as kids, my parents used to take us out to Ocala, Florida. There was this place called Six Gun Territory. It was like this old Western amusement park where cowboys would come out into the city square and shoot each other right in front of you. So that place was demolished years ago, talking years ago. And Adam, as you know, was an adventure type of guy. And he went to go try to find the location of Six Gun Territory. So when I saw this, I was like, man, this guy is really on to something. Like really just doing something different on YouTube. At the time, I was working in the music industry, managing artists. And from afar, I saw what he was doing. But before I connected with him, I was always having my camera out, vlogging on the road, very low-end cameras, and posted some of them on some of the things that I was doing on the road with artists, and posted some on YouTube. Never found my rhythm, but I always, I kind of went a different direction when it came to my outlets. Since I wasn't doing music anymore and I was managing artists, I started a online show where I would just talk about anything I want to talk about, entertainment news, political news, whatever. And it kind of just grew, and it, and this big boom happened with live streaming. I was live streaming before a lot of people were doing it, podcasting, the same thing. I was doing this in the early 2006, 2007. So, but I saw Adam, I'm like, man, that's so cool. I wish I could figure that out. But I just always watched him from afar. And then through my years working in the entertainment business and working at a job here, working in radio over here, I reached out to Adam multiple times when I was at a radio station here in Orlando, because he would go over to Gatorland a lot, and he knew Savannah. And so Savannah used to work over at Real Radio 104.1. She still shows up from time to time. I was working over at Florida Man Radio, which I worked with Bubba Whip-Ass Wilson and Shannon Burke. I was the executive producer, co-host of that program. And I always would say, hey man, come out and hang out on the show. He was familiar with Shannon. He was familiar with the show. Just never connected with him, And so all those years, my life fell apart like 3 years ago. And I was working for a big YouTube personality out in Dallas, Texas. I was the showrunner of the operation. And my life, the bottom fell out. And I came back to Florida, had no direction, had a job lined up at this big news organization. And I was set. I was going to go, hey, I was going to move to Boca Raton. But, it didn't feel right. So in the midst of all this, I just started really gravitating to Adam the Woo every single day. And you said, you know what? In this time of rebuilding and structure, I'm going to start a vlog. And so I started a vlog called Creative on the Mend. And it was kind of like, me trying to find myself. But over time of 3 years trying to do with it, I think, I'd made it like self-help. And it seems like I was, moaning and complaining a lot. And it helped me, but I don't think it helped anybody else. It was a cheap therapy session. And I look back at it and it just never really took, and I'd go to different locations and I would talk about, hey, you can overcome. And I think those channels are great. It just wasn't for me. because I was trying to, I realized looking back at the videos, and maybe I'll re-release these videos at some point, put them back up on YouTube and make the channel public again. But I just said, you know what? I'm sick of beating the heck out of myself. And so Adam the Woo changed me. And I think it was before his passing. I just felt like, let me rewind to, I have multiple YouTube channels, and as I was doing the vlogging channel, I had this other channel I had for years, which I was doing the show on that I had, and called the Jeff Adams Show. And so I did some audio radio piece on something that was going on, and it monetized the channel automatically. I'm like, well, dang. The other channel was struggling. I mean, I had subscribers, but I just wasn't keeping people with the retention rate on the thing. And so I said, well, let me just shut this down and take everything I do over to the Jeff Adams Show. But once your channel's branded a certain way, like, and it was known for entertainment news, and the shorts did really well, I would do my take on what was going on, and I tried to put some vlogs on there, and they just tanked, 54 views. And I was traveling with this artist, started traveling with an artist again, and I was going to LA, I was going to cool places, New York all the time, Dallas, and I was vlogging these things and just walking around, showing the sights and sounds of where I was at. And the channel just, the videos tanked. I mean, wasn't good. And I was sharing my journey of like being an entrepreneur, restarting. But, you know, in the midst, I just saw Adam, you know, in his element of just his realness and bringing people along with him. And I said, you know what? And I was communicating with him on the YouTube channel, like commenting in the post. I said, bro, it's so amazing. Because I always wanted to go to Italy. I'd never been to Italy. I've been to Europe, some places. I've never been to the Swiss Alps, never, you know, been over there, but I always wanted to go over there. And I felt like watching him, I was like, man, this guy's living the life, you know? And I said, you know what? I'm going to do another vlog again. And I'm just gonna be, I mean, you know, I'm living, you know, job to job now, and I don't have money to go travel all over the place and make an interesting vlog. I said, but you know what? Adam started from ground zero, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna share my life, share the things I want to talk about. Because I thought, you know, I think I made too much of like, hey, I gotta monetize this channel so quickly. And I realized that me not doing this, I realized that I'm missing something I love to do. And I don't need to put a price tag on it either. I need to just do these things because I love to do it. Whether someone watches the video or not, I'm happy with it at the end of the day. I shared my thoughts. I shared what was going on around me. And so that's what I'm gonna start doing again on this channel. And this is a brand new channel. This is the first video on this channel, Creative on the Mend, brand new channel. There's an older channel branding that, but it's private now. And brand new channel, and hopefully you will get this video and it will resonate. We can communicate. And I'm just gonna talk about life. I'm gonna talk about the things that are around me and try to make it entertaining. You know, coming from a entertainment background, I was an artist, and I still am an artist. I just literally just started doing music again. And it's been therapy. And maybe that all along I should have did that instead of picking up a camera and trying to communicate what I was feeling through a vlog. Maybe I should have just done music earlier, because that's a great way to release things off of you. I just don't think it translates well in a vlog when someone's complaining all the time or talking about their problems and making it about everybody else, right? So I learned a lot. I learned, like, people want to connect, and I want to connect. I want to connect with other vloggers. I don't care if you've got 1 million followers. I was in charge of a YouTube channel that had 5.5 million subscribers, and part of one of the biggest live streams daily, Monday through Friday, that we were hitting, you know, 1 million concurrent viewers when we were streaming live. So I've been all the way to the top. I've been all the way to the bottom. Right now I'm on the bottom. I'm doing this because of love, and I love Adam the Woo. I'm gonna miss him. There's a lot of other vloggers that I follow too through him, but he inspired me. He inspired me for creativity, to get out off my butt and get back out and vlog once more. And here I am. I'm gonna do it, whether people watch it or not. And another trick I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna share this with any of my family and friends, this channel. I just feel like I want YouTube to organically find an audience, and I just want to connect with like-minded people and hang out more than anything. It's like I have a small circle of friends, and sorry, it's so bright, I should have brought my ND filter, but yeah, my parents are still around. I see them from time to time. My brother's up in Maine. I have very few friends now, and mainly that's on me. I'm not doing woe is me. It's just I have a very small circle. But the friends I do have, it's relatable. Like I have a really good friend named Gus, who we do a lot of video shoots with. We direct music videos, do a lot of different jobs with him, podcast production, things of that nature. How we keep the lights on, pay the bills. But yes, it's my whole goal. I want to connect with other vloggers, people that are passionate about YouTube, and I love YouTube. YouTube's just it for me, and I watch so much content on YouTube, and I wanted to come out here, pay my respects to the great Adam the Woo. Went by the house, and yeah, stopped by there and paid my respect for the OG, the original innovator of daily vlogs, Adam the Woo, man. Thank you, Adam. And at some point when I'm in heaven, I'm gonna say, dude, thank you, because you brought me through a lot of dark times, man, and I felt like I was there with you, man. And I feel like a lot of people felt that way, and just thank you, man. Thank you for being consistent. I know it wasn't easy. This is not easy to do, to get up every day. You were disciplined, you worked hard, you were passionate about it, and that resonated, man. You are awesome and an inspiration, and will be greatly missed. I already feel weird. I got myself out of the routine this morning. I basically said, you know what? I'm not sitting here doing this, because I would sit there, I'd work, do some of my work, and then I would eat lunch and watch Adam the Woo and see what was going on. And I said, I'm not doing it. I'm breaking out of the routine. I'm gonna create new routines. I'm gonna get the camera out and vlog. So thank you, Adam the Woo, along with all of this. Thank you. Signing out, Celebration, Florida. I live in Mount Dora, Florida, which is probably about 45 minutes away from here. So I'm not trying to act like I live in Celebration, Florida. I just came out here to pay respects. And thank you for watching this video. Hopefully, I see you soon on Creative on the Mend.